Hello, everybody.
And so the funny thing is, we'll be talking to the camera, even though I'm going to want to talk to you.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to have to look this way, otherwise I won't be able to do it.
Yeah.
So you should be live now.
Hey.
Okay.
Welcome, everybody.
Hi, everyone. It's Cory and Micah. We're doing our update this week, but it truly is live. Now, is this being recorded as well?
It should be recorded as well.
Okay, so all of this is going to be saved for posterity, right, Micah?
Yeah, it's maybe shouldn't be, though.
Well, yeah, we probably should be a little careful on that one.
I have learned that when you click a red button, it starts it sooner than I realized.
But we've been having a good conversation. Some of you probably even saw it, that it was, we were muted, but we were having great discussions about a new Japanese restaurant in town.
This is true.
We also delved a little bit into politics, talking to our friend Kelby from the West. That was an interesting discussion. A little bit of Trump thrown in there as well. It was real hodgepodge.
Right.
But today now, well, I probably should catch up with you. Micah, how you been doing lately? Anything
Not bad.
interesting?
Yesterday was a little touch and go, but today's good. Yeah, it's a lot of fun today.
Yeah, really, all of our energies seem to be poured towards this weekend, though, aren't they?
There are a whole lot of things coming up for this weekend. We finally get to reopen, which we're really looking forward to, which means that folks have been registering online. Is there still some room, Cory, or are both of our services full?
Yeah, so there is a tiny bit of room. So there really isn't any room in our first service at 9:30. 11 o'clock, there still might be a few spaces left. If you are on our email list, I hope you're on our email list. If not, try to get on that, because I will give you an update on how many spaces there are. But the thing I want to let everybody know is, how do you register at this point? Because at this point, I think online is closed.
It is, yeah.
You'll have to contact me. So you can send me an email, you can give me a phone call, shoot me off a text, whatever, and I will get you signed up if there is room.
Going forward from here, when we send out our weekly emails and on our website, there will be 2 spots, one for 9:30 and one for 11 o'clock that you can register. This week we had some problems because we tried to squeeze it all into one form, and that didn't work out as well for us.
I'm sure everybody understands. Like, there's a lot of moving pieces. We're learning a lot.
We've
You're
never
patient
done
with
this
this.
before.
Yeah. As far as the service itself, so if you are slotted to come to a service, if you couldn't get a space, we deeply apologize. However, we're going to look at maybe even as soon as in another week, if the demand is there, which we think that it is,
Seems
to
like
add a third service as well. But for those of you who are signed up for it, let's talk a little bit about what to expect when you come into our building in the new reality.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, it's going to look different, isn't it?
Our room here will look a little bit different. We'll have cameras around, and we're going to have to socially distance the seating, so that's going to change a few things. When people arrive, we're asking them to use the office door, our main door over here. There'll be some hand sanitizer available for folks and greeters and that kind of stuff, but we're all going to have to be socially distanced. Cory, what are some of the other things?
Oh, there are a bunch, and I guess that's why we wanted to talk to you guys today. I think you mentioned maybe already, we're going to be removing quite a few of the pews so we can put chairs in, and those chairs should be grouped according to, let's say there are 2 of you in your party. You know, like, I feel like it's a restaurant, right? How many in your party today? Party of 2.
I've been
Party of
talking
3.
to people. I can't believe we need to make reservations for church.
know.
It's so odd, but it's still the reality that we're in.
I think you guys are so graceful because we haven't had pushback saying, what are you guys doing, you buffoons? Like, what are you doing? It awful, right?
Maybe after this live stream we'll get some.
Yeah. So your seating will look pretty obvious, and but then the other thing too is, and this is just really new. A lot of you would have seen that Heather Morrison, the chief health officer in PEI, it's not recommended, strongly recommended in social settings like the one we're going to have on Sunday, wearing a mask. So if you have a mask, we encourage you to bring it. Or like her, strongly recommend that you bring it.
If you have a spare mask, I encourage you to contact me. I'm still looking for one.
Yeah, so that would be the other thing. You might be able to help somebody out if you have any spare masks. So this is my mask. Sandra Mann in the office, she made it for me. And so you'll get to see me sporting my stylish mask. Here's what it looks like. What do you think of it, Micah?
I just see red. Oh, there you go. You're all set. Yep.
So this is my mask. Do I sound different?
Actually, it's surprising how much of a different sound there is.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. And then I fog up quite a bit too. But it's just one of the things that we're doing in this time. Now,
Because of my family background, we've got some painting masks.
Oh, yeah.
So I've actually got like a heavy duty one I might wind up wearing in.
so you'll probably see me wearing this on Sunday, but I'm not going to wear it to speak. When I share the message and when I talk, I'll be up here. I'll be 12 feet away from everybody.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we want to comply with what the health officer
Yes.
is asking for us to do. The offering is, we're not sending an offering plate around, but there'll be an offering receptacle when you first come in,
Yeah.
and you can just sort of place your offering in there. If you bring your offering, if you want to bring your offering, that's the place to do it. But everything's still online. That's the other thing I wanted to
The
say.
online giving is still going to be happening. If you're unable to join us on Sunday morning because we run out of space, or if you're just not comfortable, you can still view it online. Our website right now is currently undergoing renovations. I literally stood up and walked in here from it to make that a lot more obvious. You'll be able to watch through our website and YouTube and Facebook. So there's going to be all kinds of ways to still stay engaged.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of. We're going to be cleaning in between services, so we have a whole plan. We have an operational plan. I can't imagine anybody would want to see it. It doesn't make for great bedtime read. Well, maybe it would to put you to sleep. But we have an operational plan. The government wants us to do that, and so we've done that, which outlines like we have to have cleaning between the services. One of the things that I'm going to find the hardest, Micah, about this season, even when I'm excited for us to be together, is we can't really encourage a lot of socializing.
Yeah.
So we're not encouraging you to come more than 15 minutes before the start of the service. So that's a different thing, right?
To phrase that differently, the doors don't open until about 1:45. So 9:15 and 11:45. Please arrive after that.
Yeah. And then the other thing, which is maybe even harder, because I know you'll want to catch up with each other after the service, is that we'll be asking people to move toward their cars after the service is over, almost as promptly as you can. That's for a couple of reasons. Number one, we need to allow time for a cleaning team, but then also we want to give a good witness to the world. The world is watching. And so let's say in here, if they know that we're socializing, somebody takes a picture of somebody hugging somebody or whatever, then our witness in the world could truly be compromised. And then not only that, and I've heard of this as churches in Canada already, that neighbors, okay, let's say, I'm just going to socialize out on the sidewalk. Well, the world is watching. And so we're just saying a little bit of a pause right now for all of the affection that we have for each other, a little bit of pause, but it's worth it so that we'll be able to get together again. Don't you think, Micah?
Yes, without a doubt. And folks, you've seen this. People will share stories about people breaking what's recommended. So we don't want to have that witness. We want to make Jesus look good to as many people as possible.
What's going to be hard for you about this
Did you
new
point
reality?
out we're not serving coffee?
All right. Yes. No coffee time. Oh, yeah. That's right. Oh, poor
Or am I supposed to
Micah.
visit with people? Oh, wait, I'm not supposed to visit with people.
But I hear that you don't mind about the singing, though, right? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So one of the big things that are going to be different is that due to the social distancing requirements and the way that singing really makes it a lot easier to spread this virus, there's not going to be singing on Sunday morning. We'll have one person leading, and they're like, even
How are you feeling about that, Micah? I hear you aren't heartbroken
while
over this.
some people will be very upset that they're not even allowed to hum, I'm not going to be terribly upset.
So what we're saying is
Because
the only way that you're going to hear Micah
like
sing
singing.
on Sundays from here on for a while is if you're the only one singing.
Yeah, and that's not going to be happening. It's not a reality.
That's okay. Listen, don't let him fool you. His music's in his bones. No doubt about it. You're a musician.
It's just not in my voice.
Yeah.
All right, Cory, anything else we want to draw out for people?
Well, I've been trying to think because I want to be so helpful for all of you and knowing what to expect. But I
This
think
might
that's it.
catch a few people by surprise because of the way our doors work. We'll be using the same door for entrance and exit, kind of like we were talking about that third lane on the Halifax Bridge. It'll be reversing partway through the service. Of course, if you need to step out, use the sanctuary door. But we'll be using the main door for entrance and exit so that everyone, regardless of their mobility, is able to join us.
Right. Yeah. And again, check with us to see if there's any space left for. I know that there's no space at the 9:30 service right now, but there were, as of like noon, there were a few spots available for 11 o'clock.
Well,
Maybe.
That's probably all the updates for this week. That's more than enough to keep you busy. Head to our website. There's a button labeled COVID-19 for all the latest information. But with that being said, I'm going to start wandering back and press the button
Okay.
to end the live stream.
Okay, sure. While you're doing that, and if that's not done, I'll just talk for another minute. Hope you guys are enjoying your summer. My goodness, isn't the weather starting to get quite a bit better? Love to hear from you, what you're doing. The one more thing that I'll say, too, is that we're available to come see you. If you'd like to give us a call to arrange for a visit, or if there's something pressing in your heart and you want to talk with someone and pray with someone, please give the office or give me a call, and we can arrange to do that. We would love to see you and visit you. It'll be a little distanced, but still, if that's helpful to you, we'd love to make that happen. Thanks. So that's it for me.